Hi everybody, and welcome to video 5 in our Steampunk Journey series. We're using two kits, one called Nautical Steampunk and the other called Steampunk Trains. They are Victoria design kits, but you can use any kind of steampunk or actually any kind of kit that you want. This is the first section of 3 sections of journals that we're going to make in this series, and the next one's going to be a book, and the one after that is going to be a tall and skinny folio. So this one we've got almost done, except for the metal, adding the metal, gears and such. And so we've done all these pages. We've got our charm that shows in the front, and this is the one we did last time. This card was a scrap, and it was the exact right width, or height, I mean, and I cut the width, and it did come in and out easily. There we go. And so it's got these steampunk bulbs, which I really like, hanging down. Maybe I could have cut the width just a smidge smaller. And I rounded the corners and I inked it. I added the word steam travel. And then on this one we finished this one off as well in video 4. So now in video 5 we're going to be doing 9 and 10 and then going back and putting the metal embellishments on. I have quite a bit of things that we can choose from. Even in just the one color. I think we're going to put a charm on each one of these rings because it won't, we'll have to put them on this part of the ring, then they'll never go past here. I don't know though, then they could come off when you open it, couldn't they? What's on the other side of this? On that flip open. Still small enough up there. I'm just thinking I'd like to have a charm on the front. We could add a charm here with a bulb pin, like right here, and that would be fine on the back side. So I think maybe we'll do that. Okay, let's do pages 9 and 10. They're going to be very simple. I've got lots, like I said, of metal things to choose from. Page 9 is going to be this giant envelope. And we're going to, I always try to do these with magnets and they never work. So I'm just going to go straight for the Velcro dots. So first we need to cut the page. Now this one, we're going to center, or cut the paper, I mean. We're going to center it in the page. So we need to mark the height. Let's see. Move it down just a little bit. Boy, my bottom lip on the inside is so sore from being at the dentist when they put in my permanent crowns. You know, they use those tools. They couldn't get the temporaries off. They had to break out the tooth pliers. It was unbelievable. Hurt. Hurt. Because they don't numb you up or anything, you know, to do that, because they don't anticipate. They figure the temporaries are going to pop right out. So much for their thinking. Yeah, that looks pretty close to the center. Now let's do the width. I'm going to have to take a little bit off of each side to keep that centered. Well, actually, gosh, I don't want to take that off. Let's turn this upside down. We'll put it where we want it. And then we'll just take a little bit off of this side over here. And that way we keep all of our decorative area there. Let's see if that worked. That worked just fine. Okay, now let's ink this. Oh, look at my hand warmers. The thumbs are sticking out. Looks like a horn. I just had an omelet. It was so good. I make really good omelets. Maybe because I eat so many of them. Sometimes for breakfast. Sometimes they'll wait, you know what I mean, for breakfast, and they'll end up being brunch. So now we need to put this envelope together. Let's go ahead and ink these outside areas. And then we'll score it and fold it up and ink around this area right here. But it's easier to go ahead and get this all done before you fold it. So let's do that. Some of this is going to be hidden, like this, but sometimes some of it shows. It depends on how it folds. So we're going to go ahead and ink it like it's going to show. Now on this side, I scanned and decided to cut out the gear. Now on the back side, everything's going to be folded in except for this part right here. So this is the only part we need to ink. I always go just a little bit around. Okay, now we're going to score everything. And this is almost the size of the page. Almost. Let's get the scoreboard out. And put the wire on this. This is actually a paper trimmer, but it also, you can get a scoring tool for it, so I use it as a scoreboard. It's much easier than trying to line up things on one of those ones with the ridges where you do with the bone folder. They had nothing on this, baby. Okay. Do this one from corner to corner. Got one more side. Now I didn't do it exactly along the line, even though I could have. I did it along where the corner to the corner. Sometimes they're a little crooked, and if you don't do it the way the corners are, then your envelope won't close correctly. And sometimes I mess it up and the envelope doesn't close correctly. So let's see how I did. Okay, that one seems fine. This one seems fine. Too good to be true so far. Oh my goodness. Let's see about this one. Sorry about that. I have a friend who's not feeling well. And so I've been messaging her back and forth to see how she's doing. How did we end up with a tear right there? Okay. There's the flap. See, some of this does show. So we have to ink this right here. And glue this by gluing the straight part of this one, not where the angle is, but just the straight part. I don't think I have a card for this. I may have in the ephemera. Okay, so we've got that. We close the envelope, and then we need to ink all around the outside. I think we did everything but this part. We did front and back already here. All we need to do is this part. And back. And this part on the front. This paper just cracked. I must have pushed too hard with the scoring tool. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to, see, this fits just like that. Oh, it is a little big, isn't it? I think I'm going to put it on there anyway. We've got that CD that sticks up a little bit over the top, so why not have an envelope that sticks out a little bit from the side? Okay, so let's see. We're going to put, oh, we can't. We're going to put Velcro dots. Let's see. I've got so much ephemera sitting here. Metal, I mean. Let's put, where'd it go? There it is. Let's put Adventure on the front. This is the same, it's similar to the picture that we have somewhere else in this, I think. Or one that I looked at for this section, or yeah, section. Okay, it fell out. Oh, it landed way over here. Well, we're not going to have to break into the giant package of clear hook and loop closures that Claudine sent me. But we will use some of my actual Velcro dots, real brand name Velcro dots. So hook this up on the back. I'm going to put this here, and then we will put an actual gear next to it right here. As you can see, these say Velcro all over them. Okay, let's use, now let's see what happens if we use the bone folder on this. I think we should use a dot to no, we're not going to use anything to close it, but we are going to use 3 Velcro dots to attach it to the journal. So there's going to be one here. Over just a little bit there. Then another one come on, buddy. Another one here. And another one here on the upper right side. Now, I have tried to do these with two before, and they tend to kind of wonky around a little bit. Well, actually that's mostly magnets. I probably could have done two. If I'd have done two though, I would have had to do two in the center, and we've got the flap right there, so that would be no good. So now let's put this where we want it. Okay. And then that's Velcro down there. Now all we have to do is glue this, not the envelope, but this. Onto the book. See, you didn't think I was going to finish that sentence, did you? Slowly but surely. I didn't say the rest of it because I'm sure you guys all know it. Well, if you're my age, that's a lot of dings. Okay, so we're gonna put this on there, and there we go. And see, it doesn't really stick out. You know, we can move this over more, and then the envelope won't stick out of the book at all, as a matter of fact. Okay, I'm gonna put you on hold and see what the heck is going on. Okay, wow, that was all in one group. Someone said they had been to the doctor, and then of course, rightfully so, everyone was concerned and wanted to make sure they were okay. That person was okay. Alright, now we're going to do page 10, which is the last page in our ring-bound journal. And we need to put some sort of straps on here. I forgot about that. To hold it shut. So, let's get my ephemera thing here. Hold on. This is the big tray. Oh, I turned the volume off, but apparently that doesn't, that's only the ringer and not the message part. I didn't put my phone in the living room because I thought the volume was going to be turned off. This one. Now if this overlaps, I mean if this, I think this would be, let's temporarily put this in the book. So we've got an idea of the thickness. We should put the metal in first, maybe. because this isn't going to give us a true thickness so that we can test. I'm pretty sure we can use that as the strap. See, we just don't want it doing all this mess while it's attached. Unless we just do them as a group, you know, a group of books that all match or go together. Let's look at this. I think this is going to be plenty long enough either way, with or without the metal. Need it to overlap each other, so we need it to go, oh yeah, it almost goes all the way around. That'll overlap. So we'll use this as our closure. These pages are all loosey-goosey. Now, we need one to be shorter than the other because we need it to overlap. So, let's glue this, oops, let's ink it. Darn it. Crash bang. Yeah, it got a little fuzzy there in the middle. Got a little fuzzy everywhere. Okay. I'd like this to be on the top. So I'm going to cut it right here. And is that the center? Not quite that much on the back. Okay. piece of tape on it too until it dries. I mean, it's not like we're going to take the tape off, but okay. That is so not in the center. Needs to be moved over this way. About that much. I believe. All right, we'll take our overlap. We just want a Velcro dot or two. So we can cut this in the middle of the diamond. And get our glue ready. Let's double check that. Alright, looks like he can go. Looks fine. Okay, now before we put the Velcro on there and decide the definite location, we want to put our metal in here so we know the real thickness and we can put the dots in the correct place. So let's put the paper on the back. And I don't think we have to take it off for this, but we might have to take it back off. I want this here. So let's cut it here. And here. Yeah, we're a little to the top. I don't know though. Looks about the same. Up and down. I think so. Let's not pull this when we glue it on, okay? That looks crooked to me. A little bit. Did I make it crooked? I think we'll be fine. Got some little tiny gears too. I think they're silver though. I don't know. We'll have to see. We're going to have to mix them on here. So now let's do the width. So it looks like to center it, we can just line this edge up and then cut this one. This line right here, which just happens to correspond with that blue. Just cut the blue off, unfortunately. I try to leave a little strip of it on there. So we have blue on both sides. Can always move it this way just a smidge. Remember, we're going to have 4 Velcro dots here when we attach it to the front of our book. And that's why we're just putting a paper on. So, double check this. That seems fine. Let's ink it. We'll get as much of the metal on as we can, and then I'll finish it off camera. I think this is wide enough for a whole dot. If not, we'll cut the dots in half, or a dot in half. The problem with putting metal on the back here is it might make it, the metal might be taller than the Velcro dot is. I mean yeah, that's right. So we're going to have to look at that carefully before we do it, or if we do it, we may not be able to do it at all. So the straps are down. Straps are down. Look at that. Wild and free. I love it. Okay. So now let's start from the front. Move this tray out of the way. And now with our strap, it's going to be right in the middle of the word travel, or almost the middle. Should have made it cover the V all the way. I think we can kind of slide it over a little bit and make it cover the V. So that means we can put something on either side. And I really want to put one of my clocks on here. So I have 2 things of clocks, and as you can see, most of them are large, really large. But here's one. There's a flat one that I like, which is this one right here. It looks like a pocket watch, like you would have when you're checking the time to see if it's time for your train. Oh, come on. Spend 10 minutes getting it out of the package. We could put it right there. And then I think I want to put some gears on the front. Gears and cogs anyway. See, now this one matches this, but it's not big enough. So we're just going to go ahead and cover all that with the watch. Let's start small. Maybe we could put them across the bottom so we don't cover our luggage. Put them across the bottom on this side to balance out the watch. We'll glue them so that they match up. That's too big for the corner. What about this one for the corner? Yeah, this is going to take us longer than the video because we're going to have to, you know, the old test it and try it and see what's going to happen here. This one's smaller. Let's do this. Then that fits nicely. Okay, let's do that much. Fabri-Tac will put these on. We may have to wait for this one to dry before we turn the page. But Fabri-Tac will hold wax seals as well. I don't want to put too much on here. I don't want it to slide around too much. So let's put it on like so. Go along with our time travel theme. And we'll move these two. We'll put this one on. Now this one's pretty open. Do you see what I mean? It's open. There's not a lot of gear in there. So we're just going to put some dots and kind of go around. Well, it looks like I got the center anyway. It's alright. So we're going to start here. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to get the center. Okay, we'll start there. Got too much glue on that one. You want enough so it's going to stick though. And they do have a little bit of weight to them. This one's going to go up a little bit. Let's make sure the gears mesh, because I'm crazy that way. Make sure things of that nature. Okay, and this one's the same on both sides. Let's just go around this outside ring. Just keep dropping them all over my fingers. And we'll put this one down with the gear in there. Then I think we should balance this off with something up here, and maybe something down here that's small. Maybe just a large one up here. Oh wait, we're going to put a charm up there, so maybe let's use that one for the charm. We're gonna punch a hole and put a charm right there, remember? Because we don't want it to be too heavy, we're not going to be using the gold ones, I don't think. Don't have that many gold ones anyway. We're going to use these kind of bronzy colored ones mainly. I do have some silver as well. And not very many of those in the grand scheme of things. And they're duplicates of ones that I have in this other color. So I'm not going to dig them all out right now. She says as she keeps digging them out. These are the ones on the top though. Okay. So, you know, this one has a place for a charm pin. So let's put that one up there. It has a spot here for another one. I don't think I want to deal with eyelets. Could put... And then I have a cowboy hat. Okay. Let's put... I don't think we need any more on the bottom. Let's put this one up here. I don't know about gluing that one. It's got... Oh, looks like I glued it already. And then took it back up. Okay, let's put that in this corner. It's time to take my medicine, guys. We went into my medicine time. Let's put it right there. And down. I guess you're going to see a little bit of that anyway. Okay, let's put it there. Oops, just moved it. Put her there. Okay. Yep, see, these are dry already. Isn't that when we put too much glue on? So let's take this. Should we take it off? Yeah, we probably should. If we don't, we'll regret it. Boy, I sure would like to put a charm on one of these. I think every time you open it, it would fall off. You know what I mean? Because I actually, let me close this. Need to pull it through this way before I open it. And then pull it off. And close these back up. That way all our pages stay in order. Oh, for goodness sakes. Anyway, we're going to continue on, or I'm going to continue on adding the metal. You can see how it's done. You just fabric-tack it on wherever you want. You know, me showing you how I'm going to do it is not really going to necessarily be how you're going to do it. The only other thing we're going to do is once you get all the metal on, just put a couple of Velcro dots on here, then fold this over and stick the dots. Put the dots, in fact, put the dots on here, on the top one, that's the overlap, so that you're sure to get them, you know, at the bottom of this. That way you don't have to try to guess on the bottom one where this is going to be, the top one's going to be. Okay? Alright, make sure you've got them straightened out. And then do it after you put all the metal on so you can see the actual true thickness. That's why we have an overlap so much. Okay? Alright, well, I'm going to go take my medicine. We're only 5 minutes short of an hour. That's good enough, I think. And that will be the end of this video. I'll see you in the next video. And that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.